What's up, YouTube? The Joe Diesel coming at you today by Instagram follower request. I am going to go over my bulking routine with you guys today and how to transition from a cut cycle to a bulk cycle. For any of you that follow me on Instagram or my YouTube, which I thank you for, I'm coming off of a 13-week cut fat loss program. It's the first time that I've ever gone 13 weeks with a diet and a fat loss program. It went very, very well. It was challenging, but it was totally worth it. I lost 25 pounds. I lost about 4 inches off of my waist. I mean, I'm the leanest I've ever been. I've done 3 cut cycles now, and this is the leanest I've ever gotten. I'm getting consistently better every year, and that's all that you can hope for when you're bodybuilding natural. So, if you haven't yet, watch my last posing video. It is up right here. Click this annotation, and the rest of the video is pretty good. I think I got really lean. I want to gain size now and get bigger for the next cut cycle. When you come off of a cut cycle, your system is shot. You're depleted. All your levels, your hormone levels, and all that kind of stuff is really low and out of whack because you've been dieting for so long. You're mentally drained because you've been dieting for so long. You're also really fatigued and probably a couple injuries here and there because your body is just beat up because it hasn't had the sustenance to heal itself because you've been dieting so long. So what happens at this point is you finish the cut, you take a lot of pictures, take a lot of videos, show everybody, look how shredded I am, and then you turn around and you flip the bitch, okay? At this point, your metabolism...
My doctor says I got me a faster metabolism.
...has slowed. And that's exactly what you want. Because you diet for so long, naturally your metabolism slows down. Now that I'm done with my cut cycle, I want to transition into a bulk. Now, if you guys notice, I focused on the word transition. I focus on that word because a lot of people will come out of a cut and just start eating like a goddamn fat ass, and you can't do that because you're gonna pack on weight. Your body is primed and ready after a cut cycle to put on weight. Now, you're in control of what kind of weight you're gonna put on. Do you wanna put on fat ass weight? Or do you want to put on gains weight? I want to put on gains weight. So I have a 3-phase system into transitioning into a bulk phase. The first phase is what I like to call the intracycle phase. Now this is not a bulk and this is not a cut. This is an in-between phase. Now you need this in-between phase because when you get off a cut, you feel like eating every goddamn thing that you see. You want to go to the grocery store and eat every single aisle.
I need pizza. I need pizza.
But what you need to do is take a few days off that damn diet, okay? You cannot diet for 13 weeks until you're feeling like a damn crackhead for food and then turn around and just go right back onto a diet and bulk and be like, I'm gonna eat nothing but brown rice and ground turkey. You will kill yourself, man. Don't kill yourself. What you need to do is normalize. Normalize your levels. That means taking some time off of dieting. Now, I don't mean take off like 3 months of dieting. Now, how many of you guys know somebody who did a competition, got super shredded, and then after the competition, turned into a gigantic fat ass? I know plenty of those people, and that's because these people just disregard diet altogether after a competition. So what you do is you just take like 4 days, maybe a week, depending on mentally, how you feel mentally. Now, I know when I came off of a diet, it's freaking hard. It's hard to say, okay, now I can eat bad food, and then just don't eat too much bad food. It's difficult, but it's doable. So what you do is you just take 4 or 5 days and eat whatever the F you want, man. Eat all the food that you want. All the food you've been craving. Knock out those cravings. Pizza, ice cream, Taco Bell, Burger King, KFC, Subway, all that stuff that I could not eat. I just bam, 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 knocked it all out in like 5 days. Then I was like, okay, let's pump it back. And it was hard, guys. It was hard for me to do because I wanted to just eat everything. So I continued to snack on this and that and go to the grocery store. Oh, yeah, I forgot that I want that. Oh, yeah, I forgot that I want to eat that. And next thing you know, I'm eating for a week straight. And that's okay. But you got to be conscious of it. So I'm conscious of it. I know what I'm doing. I'm snacking. I'm eating way too much. So I pumped the brakes. Pump the brakes after a week. So for a week, you're going to just kind of eat what you want. Keep the workouts the same. Keep hitting the gym. Don't stop doing cardio. Now, this is another thing that people do when they're done doing a competition. They stop doing cardio because they're sick of it. You're sick of cardio. I get it. But you got to do it. You got to keep doing cardio, especially when you're transitioning, because you're all of a sudden eating all this food, and if you stop doing cardio, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to get a big-ass belly. You're going to gain all this damn fat. But you just take out that steady state. Keep doing the sprints. Keep doing the sprints. Okay, so after the intro phase, we go into the transitioning phase. So we transition into a bulk. Now, a lot of people want to say, okay, I'm going to go bulk now. I'm going to gain all kinds of size. I'm going to get my gains. And they just up their calories by 1,500. And they stuff themselves every day, all day, stop doing cardio. And then what do you think happens? You turn into a gigantic lard ass. I don't want to turn into a gigantic lard ass, so I transition. By transition is exactly the same as when you're cutting. You don't just knock out 2,000 calories out of your diet because you're going to lose all your gains. You're going to lose all your muscle. Same thing when you're bulking. You up your calories by 1,000, 2,000, you're going to gain all kinds of fat. You don't want that. So I do 500 every 4 days. 500 every 4 days until I'm 1,000 over my maintenance. You guys can go and figure out your maintenance, what it should be calories-wise. How many calories should you consume to maintain your body weight? Now, you can find that out on bodybuilding.com. They got all kinds of calorie calculators. You can put in your weight, and boom, you got it. And then just increase calories by 300 to 500 every 4 or 5 days and see how it goes. You know, do that for like, I don't know, a couple weeks. This is 2 weeks to transition. So for me, I do 2 weeks. I got a fast metabolism, so I can transition in 2 weeks and I won't gain a lot of fat. And in this transition, you slowly increase the intensity of your workouts. So you don't want to go in and just start knocking out PRs because your body's not completely normalized yet and you're going to risk injury or hurting yourself, getting a tear or doing something like that. So just go in and start raising the weights for this transition period. Start raising those weights a little bit, getting better workouts. Keep doing cardio. Keep doing cardio, okay? HIIT training, sprints, you keep doing those year round. I keep doing sprints because studies show sprints increase growth hormones. So even in a bulking phase, you need some growth hormone, guys. Get that growth hormone, man. Do the sprints, get the growth hormone, then you're gonna start gaining size. That's what we all want. So increase your levels. Keep doing those sprints. Plus, it keeps that waistline in check. Even during a bulk, you got to do the cardio. Guys get lazy. That's all it is. Come up with all the reasons you want. Stop doing cardio in a bulk. All it is some damn excuses to not have to do cardio. It's all bullshit. Cardio is good for you year-round, and you need to keep doing it. So sprints is the way to go, man. I'm telling you, it's the way to go. For me personally, one of my personal goals is also biking. So I'm going to keep biking to work. It's about 4 miles a day to work and back. I'm doing this because I did this last bulk and I gained probably a good 3 inches on my thighs, guys. 3 inches in one bulk. I mean, that's insane. Transition pick here. Biking is the secret to leg gains. So I'm going to keep biking year round. So sprints, I'll probably cut down the sprints. I'm not going to be doing like 25 sprints a day like I was when I was cutting, but I'm going to cut that down. I'm at about 10 right now. I'm about 4 weeks into my bulk. I wanted to do this in the beginning, but my ass was lazy. So like I said, I'll decrease those sprints down to 10 a day, but what I'm going to do is only do it 3 or 4 days a week, depending on how I feel. So don't talk yourself out of it. I try to talk myself out of it, and I just make sure that I go. I make sure that I do at least 3 days a week so that I can increase that growth hormone and get more gains. So the third phase in the bulk is full bulking routine. At this point, you're already increased 800 to 1,000 calories over your maintenance. So what you're going to do is just keep doing that. Just keep plugging away. Increase the weight. I'm starting a new weight training program based on Lex Fitness's program. If you guys don't know Lex Fitness, check him out on YouTube. He's great. He's got a great routine where he has 3-phase workout split, where 1 week he does contraction, next week is volume work, and the next week is heavy work. I'll go over that in a different video, but basically I started this week. I'm only 2 exercises into it, or 2 muscle groups into it, and I am just destroyed, guys. It was a volume week, and I mean, I'm so sore I can barely move. So this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great for leg gains. It'll be great. So in the past, I used to do a little bit higher protein and lower carbs, and I would calories be about the same. Most of my calories from protein and fats. This time I'm gonna flip the bitch. I'm gonna do it a little bit different because Lex Fitness, he does it where he eats more carbs. Most of his calories are coming from carbs, and he bases most of those carbs around his workouts, pre, intra, and post workouts. So if you get all those carbs in around the workouts, your body's just burning all those carbs. All that energy you're giving it, you're gonna use it during the workout, which is what I want, because I want to just gain more muscle. So, I mean, I gained muscle last time on the higher protein diet, but I felt like I gained too much fat. This time around, I wanna stay a little bit leaner. Try to stay leaner, keep that waist in, and then that way, I won't have to cut as long, because I want my next cut to be like 10 weeks. So we just improve every year if you can. Progress, progress, progress. So my daily macros are going to be right here on the screen. These macros, like I said, almost half of the carbs are going to come in before and during and after my workouts, so that I utilize most of those. Probably about 50% of my carbs will be around my workouts. And then that way, the rest of the day will just be a trickle of carbs. And that way, my body's using all those carbs throughout the day, and there's not gonna be any spare to gain fat. That's the goal anyway. And another goal of mine this bulk is to be meticulous with the bulk. Now, guys tend to get lazy on bulks, myself included. But I'm done with that shit, guys. I want to take this seriously. So just as serious as I am on the cut, no cheats, counting everything, I mean, keeping track of everything, I'm doing that same thing on the bulk this time. I'm getting serious, guys. Shit is getting real. I'm going to count everything. I'm going to keep track of everything. I'm going to even try to keep myself honest with 1 cheat day and 1 cheat meal a week, and just kind of keep track of it. You know, the road to success, you have to be meticulous, and I've been making excuses, guys. I've been like everybody else, making some damn excuses, and I'm sick of that shit. It's time for me to step up and show what can be done, and I'm doing it on this bulk. My bulk is going to be 5 months. I'm planning on cutting in January, February, or March, one of those 3 months, depending on what my progress looks like. I hit 188 on my last bulk. I want to hit 200 on this bulk, so I'm at about 177 right now, which I think it's pretty doable. I got the leanest I ever got this cut. Now I want to get the biggest I ever got, and then next cut, leanest, just better and better and better, guys. This is going to be an experiment. Try new things, see what works, and just keep going with it. Just keep progressing. Every time I experiment on my body. My body is my experiment. Now let's see what the Joe Diesel can do. If you guys haven't yet, please subscribe to follow my journey. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you all for your support, and I will see you guys next time.